Hey guys, assalamu alaikum, hope you're doing well. I'm kind of in the middle of filming a video. I filmed my Kevin Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer demo part of the video. The review I still need to film when I finish this. But I wanted to sit here and just take this opportunity because I don't get that much time to film. But I'm trying to stay consistent like I always say. So yeah, I just wanted to come and play with some makeup really. I've got some old products to use on my eyes, new products that I just have had for a while but I've never really had the chance to use. And yeah, on my lips I'm wearing Dose of Colours. This is a shade Campfire, which I really like. It's like a perfect spring kind of colour for me. It's bright but it's not too bright, and it's a bit more daring than my usual nude lips. So yeah, I'm going to use the Nubian Palette by Juvia's Place. This always reminds me of Shahrun because she is the one who kindly gifted this to me last year, which was really sweet of her. And I just don't use it enough. I use this palette, like I wouldn't get rid of it because I do use it, but I don't use it enough. So I'm just gonna start with some of the more neutral shades, and then I want to give this a go as well. This is the Dose of Colours Block Party eyeshadow in the shade Heart of Gold, and these are, I believe, about £10 each. I could be wrong, I'll put the price on the screen. They're pretty expensive. It's stunning, but I don't know if it's worth the price. So I'm going to be playing with a couple of things and just chatting to you guys really. This is a Morphe M441. I mean, for me, like, I started my channel because of my blog, and my blog was, I say was because I rarely blog anymore and I haven't blogged in a long time, but it was primarily a beauty blog, and then it kind of turned a little bit more lifestyle-ish when I started my teaching journey and I started blogging about that. But on the whole, like, I've always loved makeup more than style, more than lifestyle content. I used to absolutely be obsessed with reading other people's blogs, with taking photos, and then I feel like once you move over to this platform, your focus kind of sometimes does change. But it is also due to like the amount of views you get, sadly. So with my blog posts, I used to kind of judge how popular they were based on the amount of comments, and you also can get views as well on those, of course, but I didn't pay too much attention to it because I stuck to the reason why I started my blog in the first place, and the fact that I loved it so much. By the way, how beautiful is this eyeshadow? Like, it blended out so nicely. The Juvia's shadows are just such good quality. It's amazing. But yeah, I started my blog completely for myself, and obviously I did the same thing with my YouTube too. It's for myself. It's definitely not earning me any sort of money. Like, I mean I'm making like £10 a month, which, you know, is not financially a smart decision to carry on with this channel. And I would love for this channel to sort of become my second income, like a part-time income for me, because it's something that I really enjoy doing. I love the whole process. I love filming. I love editing, even though it takes ages. I love connecting with you guys. But it's just a bit sad to me that I've kind of stopped doing what I love because of views, and, you know, because they're not getting as many views as other videos like some of my vlogs do or some other topics do. And I kind of want to stick true to myself and still post an array of content that I like to watch and I like to personally enjoy as well. So of course I like watching vlogs, and I love filming vlogs and making vlogs, and more than think that's for myself. So some of them have got like much lower views than I had perhaps hoped, but I don't mind too much because at the end of the day, like, it is for me. My YouTube channel should not be about just, you know, where the views come from, because although yes, I would like to make something more of this channel, it's not gonna be anything that's gonna happen anytime soon. I feel like everyone's journey on YouTube is so different, and it's so easy to start comparing yourself to other people. But at the end of the day, like, I need to keep remembering that this is not my job. It's not even a part-time job for me at the moment. So I still need to keep making it fun for me, because if it's not fun for me, then I'm not going to want to post at all. And this sort of stuff I really like watching, and I love talking about makeup. I mean, this is just such a typical look for me, just the browns and the warm colours. But, you know, sometimes it's good to just stick with what you know. I'm going to take the shade that's directly below that dark brown, and start adding a bit of depth to this look. With the Block Party shade, it is kind of like a texture shadow. It's got, you can see like flecks of glitter in there and flecks of sparkle in there. and it definitely has got a different texture to your typical shadow. It kind of reminds me of the Huda Beauty ones. So I am going to take this just on my finger, and you can just see how beautiful. And I'm just going to put this kind of in the inner part of my lid. This would have actually been a really good shade for the video I did when I recreated Selena Gomez's Met Gala 2018 look, because it's kind of pretty much the exact shade she had all over her lids. It doesn't look as intense as I'd hoped it would look, so I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to dampen my brush with a facial spritz. Okay, so the brush seems to be picking up flakes this time. Oh wow, that's beautiful. And with the brush, I'm finding I'm getting more texture from the actual shadow, which is what I was hoping for. Now for under my eyes, this is literally the smallest brush I can find, which is not that small at all. So I'm not going to go too smoky because of that. And do a mixture of these two shades, which are just the perfect crease shades. Okay, so there we've got the orange. Now I'm going to go with that more neutral brown colour. And then I will take my eyeliner. This is Makeup Revolution one. It's so weird, guys. I've not done a wing liner in what feels like such a long time for me. So I feel like I might have slightly got a bit over the top there. My mascara of choice is, as usual, the Essence Eye Heart Extreme mascara. This one is definitely drying out though. And I have actually been using the Primark ones. I'm going to whip that out in a second. This will be my first coat. So I love this because it really separates my lashes. Oh, you're joking. I don't have it on me. That's so annoying. That is so annoying. But if you guys film YouTube videos, you know the struggle of like getting up once you've started filming. I'm not going to do it. So I'm just going to have to go ahead with this without too much mascara on. Meh. Now, the bronzing palette that I am going to be using is the Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette. It is so stunning. Look at that packaging. She's literally put like highlight on her eyes, nose and cheeks, and it's like so cool. This is not new by any means, and I got it free in a Cult Beauty goodie bag, but I've just never really used it. So she's actually got a really gorgeous print of her own face on here, which, I mean, it's her product, so why not? So I'm going to take that away. As you can see, aside from literally a swipe and a bit of a scratch by accident, I've not really used this palette at all. So I'm going to put this to test today and see what I think of it. It comes with instructions. So number one, you're supposed to prep, and you're supposed to apply Fiji as a base to smooth skin and amplify light reflecting pearls. I am going to do exactly what it tells me to do, basically. And for this part, I'm going to use quite a fluffy eyeshadow brush. This is a Morphe M502. If it doesn't work well with an eyeshadow brush, I will use my finger. But that's what it looks like on the brush. And this palette doesn't come with a mirror, sadly. Okay, so with a brush, it applies quite blotchily, in my opinion. And obviously it's a cream product, so it has applied beautifully on there. Oh, that's much better. Okay, so Fiji is definitely one to use with the warmth of your fingers. Fiji is cream completely. Quite a strong yellow base highlighter, as you can see. But I've just applied a little bit there, and it looks quite beautiful in my opinion. It looks quite radiant, and if you wanted to just wear Fiji alone, then and just blend it in like that, I think you could. Now in the camera, I have to say it looks very gorgeous. Up close, I've unfortunately disturbed my foundation, so you do have to be careful because it is a cream product, but it's not too liquidy creamy, if that makes sense. Like some cream products have got a bit more liquid to them. This one is a kind that almost, it is, I mean, she has said it's basically like a base to the highlight, so it can disturb your makeup underneath if you're not careful. Number two, you're supposed to dab Seychelles from cheek to temple to set and bring out the pop. So this is Seychelles over here. More of a powder finish, this is more cream. It is definitely more champagne gold, definitely less yellow gold than Fiji. Oh wow, that is quite beautiful. Basically where I put the base, but I'm taking it a bit lower as well. And now that I've blended it on top of where my foundation was looking a bit weird, it looks okay. I mean, my nose does look quite metallic, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but it's actually blended into my skin quite nicely. Like, it doesn't look like a whole different shade. So if you are my skin tone, then Golden Sands edition looks pretty good. Now the next step, she says, is to sculpt. So apply Tahiti under the cheekbones to add dimension and shape. I find that interesting because this is a highlight shade and this is a sculpting shade. There's not a lot of difference in my opinion. Let's swatch that. I don't typically sculpt with a shade that's this shimmery, but I am following her instructions here. So let's take a Real Techniques contour brush. I can see a little bit of a shadow there. It's definitely still shimmery, which is not my cup of tea, to have like a shimmery contour. It's not horrendous either. It has added a bit of shape there. And I think actually, if you're somebody who is a chronic over contourer, this might be a nice change for you, especially like if you're going for that summer glowy kind of skin. Could look pretty good. And then number 4 is Flush. Sweep Zanzibar onto the apples of your cheeks for a healthy glow. This is the e.l.f. angled blush brush. Zanzibar looks very like NARS Orgasm-y. That's what it looks like on the brush. Let's talk about this palette. I like Fiji, I don't love it. I think that it, when used in very small quantities, can look absolutely beautiful. If, for example, you weren't wearing foundation or you're wearing a very light layer of foundation or like tinted moisturiser or CC cream, and then you put this on top, I think it will look stunning. But it is a bit too yellow toned to be like a love for me because on its own, again, like it is super, super yellow. And also if you apply a bit too much, it will start to move your base, which nobody wants. This colour is nice, it's very, very nice. It's like a kind of like the perfect highlighting shade for my complexion in my opinion. As you can see, it is not too harsh, it's not too obvious that it's like a different colour, it's not too in your face. It's very glowy, it's very beautiful. I like this, I could use this a lot. Fiji, I probably will use the least. I don't like using a glittery or shimmery contour shade. However, I will say that it did do the job. It definitely did add a little bit of oomph, and maybe like when I'm tanned and, you know, when I'm living in a hot country, inshallah, and I want to put a little bit of this sort of all over the face and add a bit of glow everywhere, this would be perfect. But it's not an essential for me for like a contour kit. And then Zanzibar, the nice thing about it is it's very hard to overdo. You're not going to get a clown cheek appearance if you just put this in once and put it on your cheeks. However, with the whole kit all together, if you've got textured skin, I don't think this is going to be your best friend because all of it is shimmer. And although I do really enjoy shimmer and I like a bit of shimmer in my life now and again, especially in my highlight, I personally think that there is such a thing as too much shimmer. So I'm going to go in with my contour powder. This is in the shade Symmetry by Topshop. It is very, very dark. And I'm just going to put it just on where my cheekbones are. I mean, I haven't contoured in such a long time, guys. But I don't really know why I stopped, because as soon as you get a double chin, contouring is kind of a good friend of yours. Have you seen Huda's new products, her tan tour products? I was like, that's what I do all the time. I always tan tour. I always like put extra bronzer on here just to sort of give it a sculpted appearance. It's a very dark colour actually, isn't it? For my nose, I'm going to take the Morphe M164 brush. Just precariously draw 2 lines. Oh gosh, so it could all go horribly wrong. I'm going to kind of blend with this, and then I'm going to swap to a more fluffy brush. Now honestly guys, where the highlight took my foundation off, I don't know if you can tell, but it still seems like it's been taken off. So I'm just going to put a bit more foundation on and blend it in. I would not apply the whole palette to my nose. I'd probably just put the powder version on, but I wouldn't put the shade Fiji all over my nose again. I kind of managed to fix it with the extra foundation. I mean, I don't look bad. I think I look quite nice actually with the highlight. I just think that all together, with everything together, I prefer a more powdery contour. The blush is okay, it's alright, but I'm going to also put some of this blush on. This is the AVH blush palette in the shade Pool Party, and the one I'm going to put on is this one here, which is Cash with a K. I'm going to use another e.l.f. brush. This is the small tapered brush, because this is obviously quite a small palette, so using a big brush would just be annoying. Should get other colours in. And this is a totally matte blush. So I'm just going to put that kind of on the apples, but then because I've got quite a round face shape, I like to blend it upwards, diagonally, like so. Because I feel like that elongates my cheeks a little bit, if you know what I mean. Oh, and I wanted to put a little bit of the highlight as my inner corner. I'm going to take that Seychelles, totally butchering that name, and apply that without any base. Wow, that's quite beautiful. Look at the difference, guys, between this eye and this eye. An inner corner highlight can literally make all the difference. So I'm just going to apply that like so. That is stunning. And then I'm going to take a bit of that, actually put it on top here, since I feel like I was missing a bit of highlight. That is beautiful. I'm so happy with that. Huda, you didn't do badly. I actually think that her products are really nice. I've not tried much of them. I've tried her her liquid lipsticks. I do have quite a few more things that I want to try, like in the upcoming months and years. I'm just going to spread my face. And that is the end of this video. I am loving this super like summery look. If you want to see how I got the base, and also check out the review of my Calvin Klein Essential Skin Enhancer, my absolutely favourite makeup product of all time, then definitely check that video out. It would have been up before this one, so go back onto my channel and then scroll down a bit and you'll find it. And if you did enjoy this video, then let me know, because I do feel a little bit discouraged sometimes when I do my makeup videos, but like I kind of said, I'm going to stick to what I love to do, and that is to put on some makeup and talk to you guys about it. And I know there's like some of my like old school followers, like my OG followers from Instagram and my blog from years ago, they will also really enjoy this content, but sometimes when you don't get that many comments or views, it can kind of put you off a little bit. But I'm going to try not to be put off, because I really liked filming this, even though it's super long now. So I'm gonna go. I hope you enjoyed this. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.